Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of the Dsoon brand, their Time Lapse Camera. It's an outdoor camera you can use for construction, watching plants grow, any life activity, weather changes. It's 1080p resolution, has a 2.4-inch TFT LCD display HD in the back of it. It's waterproof to level IP66. I'll have a slide showing what that means. And you can get 2 months on use with 4 AA batteries, and if you want to put in 8 additional AA batteries, you can get full 6 months. That IP66 means you can shoot water nozzles at this at any angle and it's not going to get intrusion of water. The unit is really impressive. It's very large, but it has like a sealed material all around the lens. You can see it's very waterproof. We're going to show the inside and the gaskets on here. Now it includes an instruction booklet, and a 32 gigabyte card is included, and a strap system that you could strap around using those openings there. So you can strap it around a tree, a bungee right here that you could use to tie it around a tree if this doesn't work, or you can use both of them combined. It has a USB-A to micro USB cable for data transfers and for data transfers, and it has 2 unique tripods. This one allows you to mount it or just to set it on a table, and allows you to use one of the 2 included quarter 20s on there. So you put that like that, then you could set this up right on a table. There's an additional quarter 20 there to use this if you wanted to, or a regular tripod, which is real handy. So if you also want to mount it to a tree branch or to a bicycle bar or something that can go through here, it has this very nice quality. And you know, these are expensive, these are $20 each, and you could use the quarter 20 on there on either one of those mounts, and then put this on something like this, and then push this down, and it compresses that rubber seal right there, and it'll lock this camera into any position you want. And that's real handy because a lot of times you don't have a tripod available, or you can't use this included tripod, or you don't want to strap it to a tree for some reason. You have another option. They do include screws and anchor mounts for this if you wanted to permanently mount it. Let's say by your plants, you want to do some time-lapse photography. They also include a cloth for keeping that lens clean. Now this will shoot in multiple modes. It'll automatically connect to AVI video through a time photo or time video. You can also manually control the photo or video to form a video. The machine's infinite loop mode can loop shoot, and all this document will be deleted when the card is nearly full. The camera is equipped with a 2.4-inch high-definition TFT display, as I mentioned. 110 degree starlight lens, that's the lens right there, so you know the angle that it is coming off. And a 120 degrees 2-watt white LED light, which is right there. And we'll learn how to turn that on and off, but that helps illuminate your subject if you don't have any natural light. So the resolution can be up to 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720, depending on what you want for your application. The camera's time interval is set to 5 minutes to take 1 shot. 288 shots per day. It can take 6 months. The product can support up to 512 gigabytes of a memory card. It should be noted that when the memory card space is full, the camera automatically stops taking pictures of video and turn off the LED light. So make sure you have a large enough memory card, and think about what you're shooting if the amount of 288 shots a day is what you want, depending on how fast something grows, depending on what you're filming. So I show you everything you get here. If you have any problems during the use, contact the company. They will reply to you within 24 hours, solve any of your difficulties. Product warranty on these products right here is a full 12 months. So that's nice. They're going to provide service and give you a nice warranty also. So we're going to show the inside of this and show how the batteries go in there. Now there's 3 ways you can power this. On the bottom here, there is a sealed port with a cover, and you can see it says 6 volts at 1 amp, and the outer metal is minus and the inner is plus. And I took some measurements, and that would plug into there like that. And then you could power this externally and not worry about batteries. So that's one option right there. And then of course the other option is you open this up. It has a latch right there. You have to lift this end here to open it up like that. And then you see you have the unit, the display, modes, OK button, up and down, menu, power, and you have right here, you've got your opening for your 4 AA batteries, and then you have another section right here where you could add an additional 8 batteries to get that 6-month life. So it's up to you, depending on how many batteries you want to put in there and how long you're going to put it in the field. For me, I'm going to try it with just 4 batteries and use it for some examples of time lapse. So I wanted to show, to keep water out, this has a little shelf right there, and that parks into this silicone seal, which is all the way around, and it compresses that. When you close the door, you could feel the resistance of that right there, and that's what allows this to stay waterproof by closing that latch like that. So that gives you a nice tight seal. So when you place the batteries, make sure you put this under the battery so that you can easily pull them out. And you'll see your tabs inside there. And typically the flat part of the battery goes where the spring tab is. We're going to put that in first like that. Then the other side is opposite. You see it's like the bottom level right there. It's like it's a 2-floor building. And the top level goes in like that. You can see I'm following the standard convention. That flat part is going against that movable tab just like that. And that's what allows you to put the batteries in. Then you can put the cover back on just like that. On the side of the unit, I see a micro USB port for data retrieval with the included cable, and then I see a micro SD card where I'm going to put the 32 gigabyte one right there on the side. The micro SD card goes with the label facing out, facing the screen, and I'm going to use this little chopstick here, and that's it. It clicks into place like that. Now let's see if we can turn this on and see what happens. Hold the on button right there. The screen comes on with the company name. Please select your language. And it looks like English is already chosen. I'll hit OK. And now I start to see an image. There's my studio right there, and showing an image right there. So that's a good start, and now we're going to go over some of the settings on here and features. Now we're going to go over some of the settings on here. The instruction booklet does cover a lot of the settings and how to install the batteries. But the best thing I found is to go ahead and try the menu. So that way you learn the unit itself. Now, before I forget, the company provides a 1-year warranty on this product. Now, one thing with time lapse that you got to realize is that you have to think about what you're going to be recording. And what I mean by that is, if something is occurring in 1 hour or 2 hours, you have to think about how many frames that you want per second. You know, so in one mode you might want to do a picture every 5 seconds. Other times you might want to do a picture every several hours. So a video, for instance, is 30 frames a second. So you have to take that in consideration when you're filming something. And I'm going to give a demonstration of me setting it wrong. And I was cutting my lawn, and I wanted to get me a time lapse of me cutting the lawn. And you can see that there's only 1 frame of me, and then the lawn is all cut. So I picked the wrong setting. So turn it on by holding this down right here. Comes up with the company logo. And of course the image is going to just be the table right here, but that's not why we're here. So when you hit the menu button, you can see right now I have it on time lapse photo. That's what I've been using. It seems to work the best. And you notice it says interval 6 seconds. Battery tells me the storage that's available. But you notice the interval is 6 seconds. So that should mean that every 6 seconds it's going to take one picture. So if you want to go through the menu, let's take a look here. You hit the down button. So you can see you could set the different modes on there. You can set time lapse photo, time lapse video, timing photo, and timing video. They're all a little different. What I'm finding works best for me is time lapse photo. Hit OK. Then you just go through that date right there. Now here you can see it says time lapse, and it has hour, minutes, and seconds. And there's where you can see where you can change by going left to right. And you could change the time and then going up and down. So right there, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. So there's it's gonna take a picture every 10 seconds, and you could hit the OK button right there, and it's in time lapse photo. Now we're not using the days of the week because you could have it so it comes on certain days of the week, but that's disabled. Then you hit the menu again, and it goes back to there. When you want to start recording, you hit this button here again. It's on now, as you can see, and now you hit it again, and it says time lapse photo starting, and it's going to give you a little countdown timer. And then when it reaches 0, it's going to start taking the pictures. Now, because the display gets blocked when you close this, I would recommend that when you're using it indoors, you use the included tripod or your own tripod, and then keep this possibly open and just make sure that it's secure like this, and then you could see the image when you're lining it up. If you don't, you close this, you're kind of guessing on the image that's on there, but because it's a wide angle, it's not that critical. And the menu also allowed you to turn the light on and off, so that if you wanted to have more brightness by using the included LED, you can. I have the studio lights off right now because the fill light, I just learned, will only come on to help with the lighting when there's no light. So we're going to let this cycle, because I have a picture every 30 seconds, and there it went on. So it's only going to come on as soon as there's enough ambient light. It is not going to come on anymore. You can also take pictures by hitting the OK button, and that should work in any one of the modes that you're in. If you want to just take pictures. When the unit starts doing its time-lapse function, there's a little green LED right there, and there is a built-in microphone here, and that's used when you're in the video mode where it's recording video. Now there's a lot of other modes in here, and you can go through and you can really find some other things on here that I'm not going to show. There's other modes that are available. Just go through the manual, and the best thing is just to experiment with it and learn the different settings, because there's a lot of features in here. So to retrieve the data or the video or pictures from the unit, take the included cable, put it to USB-A port, take the micro USB port, and on the unit there is the micro USB port right there. So I'm going to plug it in, and it comes up with a message that it is connecting data. And let's take a look at the screen right here. So you can see it came up with the DCIM file, which is an industry standard for videos and media. And you double click on that, and then you have a JPEG, and then you have your AVI right there, and then you could utilize that video in whatever you're going to use it in. What's my overall opinion about the Dsoon Time Lapse Camera, the TL2100? This is a unique camera. It takes some time to learn all the settings, and you have to experiment a lot to get the time-lapse footage that you want. But once you learn it, you'll see that it's got a lot of flexibility, and it produced some really cool looking videos as I demonstrated. So learn this product, you really like it. I'm going to give it a full 5-star rating. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you alert to new video uploads. And if you like this review, please hit the like button. I hope the information I presented helped you with your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.